Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. I've not done a video in a couple of days. Got a couple of things to discuss. Obviously, excuse the background, this is my son's room. I'm just in the middle of decorating it right now. So I thought I'd just do the video on here because the steamer for the wallpaper has been on. It's really warm in here, so I thought I'd do the video on here. So yeah, lots to discuss, and I'll just get straight into the video. Cheers. So the first thing is the Kilmarnock game. I didn't get a chance to properly do a review of it, and I didn't think it was properly fair to do a review considering I didn't really watch the match. I've had to rely on highlights and little clips of the goals and things, so I gutted that I didn't get to watch it. I've seen enough to kind of get a picture of what's happened, but obviously I didn't watch it. Alfredo, brilliant again. That's 3 goals he got. I predicted him to get 1. I think my prediction was 2-0. Finished 3-1. Great result for us away from home on a difficult pitch. We'll talk about the pitch a wee bit later on in the video because it comes up again. But yeah, great Alfredo, and he got the what is called a perfect hat trick, which is left foot, right foot, head in any order, and that's what Alfredo did. I was particularly impressed with his second goal, which he kind of outmuscled the defender. Used a lot of his strength, and once he got the ball, he laced it right across the goal into the far corner. Really good finish. Obviously, their goal came from slack defending from us. I think it was Arfield on their left, our right. And Arfield's failed to close the space down. I think it was Jordan Jones that had the ball. So, kind of put in a weak tackle. Got past him. Tav didn't really do enough, to be honest. I think he could have closed his man down. Ball came in, and Barisic just swung a foot out to try and clear it, and it's ended up in the net. So that was an own goal. Disappointed again with the refereeing in that game. Alfredo got another goal, which was ruled off. It got chopped off, and I really don't know why. I've seen it back. I've seen still photos of it, and it's at least a yard or 2 over the line. It's so far over the line that is actual. The defender who's clearing it, his right foot is on the line and his left foot is actually behind by at least a foot, as I said. Right foot's just behind, which is probably about a foot again, and he's cleared the ball with that foot. So how you kind of see, or the referee or the linesman can't see that his foot is a good foot or 2 behind the line. I really don't know. I don't know why that's not been given, but we'll not dwell on that too much. We'll just kind of take it as is, and we'll just go on with it. Talking about the game, which is going to lead to the second thing that I'm going to talk about, which is Jamie Murphy's injury. I believe it's due to the pitch. I mentioned in my video before the game that the pitch was a little bit of a concern for me, and it proved to be the case. We found out today through Gerard that the injury to Murphy is going to be a year. He's going to be out for a year. I thought an ACL. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I think it's a cruciate ligament. So it's a disappointing injury for us, and I did say before the game, I think we really need to look at these plastic pitches now. Hamilton have got one, Kilmarnock have got one, and really they should be banned in the top flight. Said it before the game, so it's not something I'm just picking up on now because of the injury. And I think more people get injured as well, whether it's Rangers players, Hearts players. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The fact is, players are getting injured because of these pitches, and they're no right to be playing in the top flight, if I'm perfectly honest. Okay, on to the third thing I wanted to talk about today, and that is the signing of Kyle Lafferty. That's right, the flute is back where he belongs. It's a 2-year deal. I haven't heard what the fee is for that transfer yet, but that's a fantastic sign in my eyes. I've said quite a lot. If you go back and look at my videos, I've said that Kyle Lafferty was one of the ones that I wanted to bring in, even before we were linked to him. I thought even before he went to Hearts, there was a little bit of speculation where he was coming back to Rangers, and I genuinely thought we should have went for him at the time. And he had two really good seasons at Hearts as well. I think it was is at least 19 goals. I think I counted 22 or 21, but I think that might be counting like league game, cup games and all that kind of stuff as well, or maybe even international goals or something. But it was 19 goals that he got for Hearts, and what for me was a poor Hearts side last year. They didn't really create a lot of chances, and I believe that he will score goals for Rangers. If you look at like Candeas, Tav, obviously we've not got Murphy now, but if Middleton steps in and gets his chance, then he's got good delivery. Kent can bring a good delivery. So with these passes and opportunities, it's going to give Lafferty great opportunities to score goals, and I reckon he can hit at least 10. I don't think he'll be the main striker though. I think obviously Alfredo Morelos will still be there, but Kyle Lafferty, he can actually play possibly just off him. But Kyle Lafferty is going to be an amazing addition on the bench. If you can look to your bench, Morelos is tiring a bit and you've got Lafferty there, then for me that's a great option to have. So yeah, that's really all I want to say on Lafferty, apart from the fact that obviously I stay in Edinburgh, got a lot of mates on Facebook and stuff who are Hearts fans. Excuse me, so it's good to kind of get one up on them. So good. So the fourth and final thing I wanted to talk about on the channel today is the up and coming Rangers versus UEFA, which is the final qualifying round for the Europa League. Should be a good game. There was a little bit, should I say, controversy really. The UEFA had to apply for a visa to come into the country, and it was touch and go whether they were going to get it. I was really hoping that they would get it. I'd heard that if they didn't get granted a permit or a visa for the players to come over, then we were going to get a bye into the next round, which would be great to get in the next round, but I'd rather just actually play the ties and get there on merit rather than just get there because of some legal paperwork, which is ridiculous. I know it happened to Celtic a couple of years ago where they got knocked out and then they got back in because the other team had fielded an ineligible player. And for me, I wouldn't want that for my club. I'd rather just do that on merit and get there the hard way, to be honest. And even if we do get knocked out, we can at least say we tried and we didn't, just get a bye, which for me wouldn't be great. So let's go into the score itself. I think it's going to be 2-1 to Rangers. I don't know an awful lot about this team, but to be honest, they're at the same stage as us on merit. They've played just as many games as us in qualifying, and they've done well in their games. I know Progress, Nedicon aren't the greatest team, but they pushed them all the way. They gave us a good game, and I think they just gave us a little bit of a scare last time because we didn't know an awful lot about them, to be honest. And yeah, it was their first victory in Europe at the time, but they've since went on to record other victories in the tournament. So for me, it's not a great loss. It was at the time. I've kind of got over that now, and it is what it is, to be fair. So yeah, goal scorers in that game for me, Morelos. I'd like to say Lafferty. I think he will be involved at some point. I think the paperwork will be cleared for him to at least play. I don't think he'll start anyway, so I can't see him scoring. It'd be great to see if he did score. Obviously, Murphy will be missing from that as well. So I'm going to go Candeas. I hope he brings Candeas back into the side. I think he was missing against Kilmarnock. It'd be good to see him score. He provides a lot from wide areas and stuff like that. He's got a really good work rate. But he can chip in with a couple of goals as well, and I think he can get a goal on Thursday night. As I said, don't really know a lot about UEFA. I know they got beat 3-0 at the weekend there. I wouldn't say that's too damaging to their hopes of the European game. It won't really count for much. It's a one-off or a two-off game, sorry. A home leg and a away tie as well. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking for that. So that's pretty much the video done, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and help out the channel. Feel free to leave a comment as well down below. That's what the comment box is there for. I'll get back to any comments that are made. That's what it's there for, as I said. So please use it. Tell me what you guys are thinking about any of these things I've talked about today. And cheers. Subscribe if you haven't done already as well. We can build this channel up. It'll probably get better. Hopefully, that's the plan. And when we do get enough subscribers, obviously I'll invest in better cameras. I'm just literally doing this on my phone right now. But I'll invest in a better mic, a better camera and all that kind of thing. If the channel takes off. Which is doing not too bad. I think I get like 1 or 2 subscribers each time I do a video, which is great, and thanks to every single one of you that have actually took the time to hit that button, which it doesn't take a lot, just 1 click and that's you done. So cheers, thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next